So this is the beginning of the journey, as I've just woken up a bit earlier than expected. My goal was probably to get up around like 5:30 today. I didn't actually particularly set a goal. I just knew that I would wake up when I was meant to. And so this morning, let's see, the current time is 4:42 a.m. I woke up at 4:16, and I've been trying to kind of take in some water, relax, relaxfully welcome the day, as well as kind of get this set up and think about a little bit what I might want to say, which honestly isn't too much right now. These mornings are most importantly an opportunity for me to open some space to connect with Source, with our Creator, with God. And so I will be documenting this journey, and I'm excited to see where it takes us, without a doubt. So I'm going to go ahead and continue this water, and we'll see you on the walk.
Awesome. So here we are out on our morning walk. I don't know if every morning will go this way, but this has been a habit that I've been trying to implement into my life the last week or so. Been coming out, kind of walking in this little sacred wood that's not too far from my house. So I'm on a little journey there right now. I thought I'd just join in and just say how happy I am this morning, man. I'm feeling blessed. I'm feeling grateful and full of energy. It's surprising. It's like, I don't know, 5:30 in the morning, maybe a little earlier still, but it's quite the opportunity here to be alive on earth in these bodies as a carnate human being. It really doesn't get much better than that. You know, there's distractions always. I mean, I could, be staring away like this and not paying attention to what's actually going on, or I could be simply present and conscious and aware in this moment, recognizing the awarenesses that all 5 of my senses are bringing into my experience, trust them, honor them, and go forth with the presence that they bring of peace and love and harmony. And if you're not feeling that this morning, by all means, still is an opportunity to rejoice. Truly, there is always a choice to be made to connect in with God. No matter what situation we find ourselves in, we always have the opportunity and the choice, to love and to be in holy union with our Creator. Gosh. Well, so this Baha'i Fast is something that I started to do a few years back, maybe like 4 years ago at this point. I'll probably have a more in-depth video on the channel. Heck, might even be up, who knows. But look at the channel, it should have a little bit more in-depth video, kind of going over what exactly the parameters of this Baha'i Fast are and why it is that I'm choosing to partake in it. Like I said, I've been kind of working or attempting this fast for the last few years, always around this time of the year, as it is this season, that we let the old year finish its cycle and welcome in the brand new year, which will soon be arriving here shortly on the spring equinox. Now, the previous years, I didn't do as much preparation leading up to it. I had aspirations, and maybe I did try to set myself up for success in some degrees, but in many regards, I kind of was just like talking about it, and then when it rolled up, I would try to activate it. And the first year I had a lot of motivation. It was actually right before I made my trip down to Peru. So I was really determined to cleanse and to connect with spirit and to be open to messages. And so, that was definitely my most, you could say successful, but like accurate version of this fast. It is a 19-day fast, and a little bit different than your, than like a water fast, more of like a Ramadan that the Muslims do, except for it's here in the spring. But yeah, so I made about 17, I think, of the 19 days, and the following year I think it was like 12, and maybe 15 the following, and then last year it was just kind of like I fell on my face like day one. So like this year I was like, you know what, like this is something that I value. I feel like I bring it up often, and it comes up in my experience, and I particularly do really love fasting. It's one of those things that like is kind of implemented into my almost every day. So I was like, let's go ahead and get that activated, a little bit early this year. And so that's kind of been my focus. So, last few weeks I've been trying to wake up earlier and earlier. I did start with alarms like around the 13th of February, and then for a few days. Then I basically was just like, I'll let my body decide. I'll wake up when I meant to, and I guess today that was 4:16, and that's solid. We'll see how this rolls for me, and I'll adjust accordingly. But ultimately, I'm incredibly grateful to be up before the sunrise, as this fast does entail that there is no consumption of either food or water during the hours the sun is in the sky. Like I said, very similar to Ramadan, just here in the spring where the days are a little bit shorter, and connected to a different belief system, being the Baha'is, which is honestly a very unique and beautiful religion, as it kind of views each and every one of the prophets, even each and every one of these divine messengers that have come down to earth. Car getting to work. Yeah, have a good day, sir. But yeah, each one of these, divine messengers as a continuation of God's love being sent to the earth and new understandings being revealed, according to the culture and the time period in which that messenger is being sent. And the latest one of those, just being a couple hundred years ago, and Baha'u'llah, and that is where the latest impartation of God's love and wisdom was pouring out, through that man. And he was the one who wrote these texts and encouraged this particular time of restfulness. Like I said, there'll probably be another, a video with more in-depth detail. I'm at my wood. I'm not like standing in the road, so I'm gonna go ahead and let you go, and I'll see you for breakfast. Awesome. So I'm sitting here with my breakfast, which is some lovely bacon and egg with some olives on the side. And I got about 20 minutes until twilight, or is that what it's called? The dawn or whatever of the sun begins to rise. It says this morning that it's 7:18. I'm still debating whether I go with like the actual sunrise time or the time that the light begins to come over, because that would be a little bit difference of like 20 minutes or so, 20, 30 minutes. I guess we still have some time to decide. I mean, this morning I kind of was blessed with a little bit of extra time. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy this breakfast, and then I will see you for the meditation.